here with John Allen, year 7 for you. Do you still get excited during the first day of pads?
I get excited, man, and I truly believe that if you don't get excited for the first day of pads as an OD lineman, linebacker, it might be time to get out the game, man, because it's violent and it's dangerous. So I couldn't sleep last night. It was funny. I got home, and my wife was like, "You got pads tomorrow, don't you?"
She could tell.
She already knew.
Yeah.
She already knew. I just wasn't acting the same. So.
How was that mindset though? Like, man, you one of those guys. You're in the trenches, so you never kind of get out of that mindset of I got to thud some kind of way. Your helmet's going to touch some kind of way. How's that mindset different from when you know we full gear? So I might have to do something a little different than I did, the prior couple of days.
When you don't have pads on, there's always like the understanding that we're not taking to the ground. We're taking care of each other. We're playing hard, but we're keeping each other up. When the pads on, there's no rules besides don't touch the quarterback. That's really the only rule. So O-linemen gonna come down. Linebackers are coming down. So running backs got to play harder, and it's just a different level of physicality.
Yeah, this is you guys' 4th year under Coach Del Rio and his defense. You guys were top 5 defense a year ago. You got a healthier Chase Young coming back. Sweat, both those guys in their contract year, went out and drafted Emmanuel Forbes in the first round, got Quan Martin in the second round. How good can this defense be?
The defense could be number 1 in the league, but at the end of the day, none of that matters until we go out there and do it during the game. So every day we're just trying to chase perfection. We know we'll never get there, but that's the goal every single day. And we're just trying to stack days right now. We understand there's going to be some days where some guys are dragging and some guys are not. We're all trying to feed off each other and just make sure we collectively as a unit, we can't have a setback. Because what we're trying to build, we can't afford to. We can't waste a day. So training camp shorter than ever, and you got to take advantage of every day we're out here.
Yeah. I know it's kind of early right now. Do you get a chance to look, watch you guys all together, having Chase back, having Mathis back, just knowing how many pieces you have added to that D line? You guys was pretty good last year with the guys, Tuhill and all those guys playing. Do you imagine, like, man, what could this be? I know it's early and you probably see yourselves on film, but do you sit back and think, man, what could we be come week 1 with all these guys healthy?
I think we can be very special, but again, we got to go out there and prove it. So the hardest thing is not getting too far ahead of yourselves. You know what I mean? You got to take it day by day, and there's a lot of football to be played before week 1 at FedEx Field. So as a unit, we're trying to take advantage of every day, like I said, and really capitalize on every situation we're out there playing together.
You have a unique perspective. This is your 7th year with the team. Been a lot of things that have happened in those 7 years, but not only that, you're from Ashburn. You grew up in this area. When you see kind of the excitement around the change in ownership and you see all the fans out here, over 10,000 fans at Saturday's practice, what does that mean to you to see the type of support that the team is receiving?
It means a lot because before I even was ever on the team, I used to come out here and watch y'all play at training camp. Yes. I remember when RG3 had his rookie season and how crazy that was.
Yeah.
I remember all the big moments that this team's had, and I remember being a fan and imagining, like, man, I couldn't imagine what that would be like. So I think we have the best fan base in the country, and I truly believe that. And we've been dormant, for the last however many years. But I think this year is going to be really huge. I think the fans are going to surprise a lot of people around the league who don't know. And as a player, it's our job to go out there and make sure we're putting on a good product that they can support.
This next question, you seem like one of those guys who don't care. I remember playing in London, probably was one of those guys that didn't care also. I know I didn't care, and especially at the time. It was later in my career when they started this. How did you see that panning out, and were you happy or satisfied with seeing that you made what you were number 52, right?
Yeah.
What was that process like of you accepting that, or did you say, hey man, that don't matter? You know what I mean?
I was excited because you're voted on by the players, and I think that's a sign of respect. But at the same time, that was last year, and now it's like I got to do that again.
Yeah.
I can't really focus on. I'll say this, as a player, it's really hard to be in the moment. You know what I mean? Because you're always thinking about what's next. You could I go out there and have 30 sacks the year before, but that next year, in my mind, I'm going to be like, dang, I got to do it again, or they're going to think I fell off. I got to maintain that. So you really can't appreciate all that you accomplished until after it's done, because you're just so focused on what you got to do next.
Well, I'm out of the moment, so I would tell you this. When I saw that you were 52 and I saw some of the other players that ahead of you, I'm like, it ain't damn 51 better players than Jonathan Allen in the league.
Yeah.
Flipping to the offensive side of the ball, first year with Eric Bieniemy as the offensive coordinator. When you go against this offense, what's it like going against Eric Bieniemy-led offense in training camp practices so far?
The sense of urgency is just different. How they even just get up to the ball, how they line up to the ball, it's just different. I mean, I guess people have to realize that as an offense with a new offensive coordinator, first time starting quarterback, just all the new positions. It's gonna take time. It's
Yes.
not like it is on defense where D linemen line of play, DBs running your coverage. You know what I mean? We've been doing this for 4 years. The offense, new scheme, new quarterback, new coaches, new everything. So it's gonna take time for them to get things going. You know what I mean? And I think as fans sometimes, including myself, because obviously I want the offense to do as well as possible.
Yes.
That gives me more opportunities to pass rush. You just expect them to immediately come out and look like, you know what I mean? And that's just not
it don't
realistic.
happen that way.
You know what I mean? It takes time to gel. It takes time to find, solidify the position. The positions aren't even solidified, so it just takes time. But I can already tell a sense of urgency, attention to detail, and I'm excited. I'm really excited.
We in training camp, so I have to ask you this question. We all have regimens and have routines. As a veteran, have you found that routine now that gets you ready each and every week, knowing it's going to be one of those days? But especially like today, having passed on for the first time, was it something that you said, okay, my body is ready for it, and I know throughout the rest of these weeks, I'm gonna be able to do the same regimen or the same routine to have myself prepared each week?
Man, every year my pre-practice routine adds like another 30 minutes. My first 4 or 5 years, give me like 30 minutes to an hour, I'll be good. Now, if practice starts at 9, I need to be finishing breakfast at 7.
Yeah.
Hot tub, cold tub, stretch, gotta roll my feet out, gotta put my Joe sleeve on, then I gotta put the leggings, then I gotta go back with the trainers, activate the glutes, hamstrings, quads.
Yeah.
Then I go with Chad, do some more stretching
Yeah.
and rolling out. It takes me forever.
I know that lingo.
Forever.
Oh, yeah.
It literally takes me forever.
I
Like,
love hearing
Yeah.
it.
if I wake up late, it's like panic mode.
Yeah,
I know I'm
yeah,
not gonna have enough
yeah.
time to do everything I gotta do. So luckily I had a guy like Ryan Kerrigan, and I saw what he did, and I
Yeah.
kind of imitated it before I really need to. So now that I need to do it, it's just natural for me.
Yeah.
So
Natural.
basically, what he's saying, by year like 16, he'll be getting over here about 4 in the morning. J.A., we appreciate you joining us,
Definitely
man. We
appreciate
can't
you, man.
can't wait to see you guys get and what you do this year on the field.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys.